Go.
Am I just crazy, or is something strange going on social media right now? Because as you guys might recall, a little more than a week ago, we did a piece about the excessive force being doled out all over the country by these federal agent thugs. And at the time, I had asked whether or not we should make this a recurring segment. A couple of you jumped into the comments, and I ultimately decided that maybe we can try it on a bi-weekly basis instead of a weekly basis and just kind of see how it goes from there. But since then, guys, this type of content is becoming increasingly difficult, if not impossible, to find on platforms like Twitter. I've even seen some people say that this style of content is just straight up being blocked in their Twitter feeds. Now, I don't know if that is true or not. I don't know if they are suppressing these videos. I don't know if they are deleting these videos. But something appears to be going on here. So I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys having trouble finding this police brutality type content carried out by these federal agents? Is it becoming more difficult to find on places like Twitter? Because it seems to me that even some of the old videos that I've already showed you, well, they are becoming more difficult to find as well. Now, ultimately, I should be able to find this style of content on other social media platforms, and it might just take a little bit longer to curate them and get another piece out, but we will definitely be keeping our eye on it, because I think it is important that we bear witness to these fascistic tactics. And so without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our first clip of the week, where you've got a teenage girl in Chicago who is being pulled out of her car and thrown onto the ground. If you guys do appreciate my work and want to support the show, please do remember to subscribe.
Sirens and undercover law enforcement cars flooded this Hoffman Estates neighborhood Friday. You see 18-year-old Evelyn get pulled out of the passenger seat. She is thrown to the ground and says she is not resisting arrest. All while the officer handcuffs her and appears to put a knee on her back.
I couldn't protect my child.
Her parents, Gerardo and Jasmine, say these are images they cannot get out of their minds.
They were telling them they were U.S. citizens. It was very scary to see that video.
She's an American citizen!
Evelyn's parents say their daughter and her two friends were taken in cars to the Hoffman Estates Police Department parking lot, where they sat for hours.
All right, guys, this story is a bit crazy, because here you've got a teenage girl. She was driving around her neighborhood with her friends to warn others that ICE was in the area, and then all of a sudden, she becomes the target of these federal goons because they didn't like that she was exercising her First Amendment rights to let others know that they were in the area. Now, the last I checked, it is not illegal for me to go around and tell others that there's a policeman down the road, that there's a federal agent down the road. Last time I checked, that does not qualify as impeding the movements of a federal agent. Now, I could be completely wrong about that, I will admit, but the last I checked, that is not illegal. But the story gets crazier from there, because they take her to the police station, and I'm guessing what happened is they figured out that she was an American citizen, and instead of owning up to their mistake and just letting her walk free, they let her sit in the parking lot in the car for hours, not letting her parents know what the hell was going on, because these fascist fucks don't want to admit that they made a mistake. Now, we are seeing this type of stuff all over the country, guys. And like I said, it is important that we stand up and call this shit out every chance we get. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the next video, because I have been seeing more and more of this type of video now that these federal agents feel more emboldened now than ever, where they are using their vehicles as a deadly weapon.
And put me in the car. I requested to go to a hospital to get checked out because I already had a headache at that point. My neck was sore, and we were there for a while. Then after that, they brought me here. They processed me, and they released me on pending charges. I was shocked to be released so fast, but also at the same time, from the beginning, I knew that I did nothing wrong.
Since when is this okay, guys? I mean, just look at this. They are using their vehicle as a battering ram. Bam! I mean, what the fuck? And this is another I think he's an immigration activist. He was kind of tracking the movement of ICE in the area. And then all of a sudden, he is being rammed off the road by these federal goons. I mean, and also, just think about all of the extra costs we as taxpayers are incurring because these people decided that they wanted to use their vehicle as a weapon. We're going to have to take these vehicles to the shop to get repaired, and it's your and my tax dollars that are paying for those repairs. And these guys are going around kind of switching out license plates willy-nilly, which is illegal in many places, and it is just out of control. It is out of fucking control. This is what you get when you hire people who don't know how to do the job. That is what we are seeing on the streets of America right now. Now, admittedly, guys, the next video is a bit hard to watch because here we have a blind man in Portland who is being violently arrested by these federal goons.
They're not past the blue line. That's the line that they don't supposed to cross. And he was on the sidewalk.
That's when you see several federal agents circling around him, grabbing him by his limbs, carrying him into the ICE building before losing their grip, causing him to hit his head on the pavement. The video then shows officers dragging him past the gate, with more agents getting involved, cuffing him as the man wiggled on the ground, one agent picking up his white cane.
I mean, this is just barbaric, guys. You could see that he was sitting on the correct side of that blue line, which demarcates where the federal property begins. He is not blocking the roadway. He is not impeding the movement of any officers. And they come up and they approach him and start violently arresting him for no apparent reason. I mean, just imagine how terrified you would be as somebody who doesn't have any vision, somebody who has lost their sight. And all of a sudden, you are being manhandled by federal agents. And it was so bad that when they were dragging them back onto the federal property, that he fell and he hit his head. And instead of stopping to evaluate the situation, they just continued dragging him. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Is this how we want our tax dollars to be spent? Is this how we want marginalized communities to be treated in this country? Now, it turns out this guy was at a protest the night before, and he said some things that hurt the feelings of these federal fucks. That is what is going on here. He wasn't doing anything illegal. He was on the right side of the line. He wasn't getting up and causing madness at the facility. There was no good reason that this guy was arrested right here. It seems to me like they were trying to make an example out of him. I mean, I just get so pissed off by this stuff, guys. Just so pissed off. Here's another vehicle incident where you've got these assholes doing pit maneuvers in neighborhoods. I'm not even joking.
Last week in Chicago, an immigration enforcement operation led to a dramatic chase through a residential neighborhood, ending with a pit maneuver. The incident was followed by anti-ICE protests and clashes, leading a federal judge there to restrict the use of tear gas and order agents to wear body cameras.
Again, guys, what are we doing? Just look at the neighborhood that they are trying to perform a pit maneuver in. First of all, the pit maneuver has been outlawed by many police agencies because it is so dangerous. And to think that you are going to do one of these in a neighborhood on a residential street and you thought it was a good idea? I'm literally speechless. These motherfuckers have no idea what the fuck they are doing. We are seeing Proud Boys. We are seeing 3%ers. We are seeing Oath Keepers. And they want to go act out their fucking, their fascist fantasies. And they think that they can just get behind the wheel and start using their car as a weapon. And now you've got people being pushed to the side, trying to do these pit maneuvers with the house kitty corner to where this whole thing started. What are we doing? What are we doing? These motherfuckers need to be held accountable for this shit. I just cannot believe that this is happening in my country. And again, I will ask you guys, is this how you want your tax dollars being spent? We must vote every single one of these fucking Republicans out. I mean, that's It's just what it boils down to. And now we are fighting an even more uphill battle because they are trying to rig the elections. It's just, again, guys, out of control. Now, this next video is also hard to watch because here you've got children who have just been involved in an altercation with federal agents describing how they felt and what they saw from their perspective.
I saw the sniper up a roof, and he was just like standing, ready to shoot cars. And then what else? I saw helicopters flying, one helicopter and a car, and also soldiers.
And what did you see? What else happened?
I saw my mom with handcuffs, and it got me scared, and I saw soldiers, and all of the people went on the track, and they had to cancel it, and I was shaking, and then my arm was shaking, my arms, my legs, and then I started crying.
And they're like, get out of the truck, get out of the truck. And then I was sitting down in my truck, and then they pulled out a gun, and they're like, get out of the truck. So that, of course, I'm gonna comply with a gun is to my pointed at me, and then they tackle my mom, start kicking her, punching her. Her ribs are all bruised, shoulders bruised, everything. Tell her, point a gun to her head, say that they're gonna blow her head off.
I mean, this is just heartbreaking shit. You got what, 5, 6-year-old, 7, 8-year-old? What, this last girl was probably maybe 12, 13, somewhere in there, recounting how the United States government is treating their parents. Talking about how there are soldiers roaming around, pointing guns at us, pointing a gun at my mom's head, saying that we're going to blow her head off. Watching your mother being, what's the right word? Being assaulted by these federal agents, bruising all up and down her body, threatening that they are going to blow her head off with a gun pointed at her. This is Trump's America, guys. These fascist fucks do not think that they're going to be held accountable. They have lost all of their empathy. They have lost all of their humanity. They are no longer viewing these people as human. This is what we get. This is the culmination of the past decade, where you had Donald Trump dehumanizing, otherizing, belittling these people. And now they're hiring these wannabe fascist thugs who have no problem going around and treating people like this. This is one of the things that had to be reversed in Donald Trump's first term, because we literally saw the pictures and the videos of children being ripped from their mother's arms, like the most primal screams that you can imagine. When are we going to turn back? Are we ever going to turn back? Probably not, right? Because Donald Trump has surrounded himself with a whole bunch of sycophants. He surrounded himself with these new neo-Nazis like Stephen Miller, who think that we should get all of the black and brown folks out of this country. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They've lost their humanity. They are no longer treating these people with the human dignity and respect that they deserve. The United States government is doing this shit. It just makes me fucking sick. It makes me sick. And for the last video I'm going to show you guys today, a little bit of a palate cleanser. You guys might have seen this one going around. And this is kind of weird because I don't exactly know what is going on here. But you've got these federal agents in their tactical gear, in their military fatigues, whatever the proper terminology is, and they're running after this guy. This guy isn't even breaking a sweat during a jog, and it's just hilarious to watch. Let's take a look.
Go, go!
This is so hilarious to me. Because did you guys notice? You see the guy jogging. He's in the red, right? Notice how he's barely jogging. He's like shuffling his feet across the pavement. And then, I don't know what happens, but the guy falls down, and then we get the camera pan to him. He's like, go, go, go. And then the other guy's like, do I have to? It's just so fucking hilarious. Watch how the guy in the red is barely even moving at a couple miles an hour. I mean, he is going so slow, and these guys still can't keep up. Oh, he's losing his balance. Oh, man, this is so good. You can see him losing his balance. His arms are thrown back, right? Let's go ahead and finish it.
Go, go, go.
Oh, man. This is what you get when you hire incompetent people to run a mass deportation operation. Now, obviously, I don't know anything about these federal agents. I don't know anything about the jogger in this particular scenario. But we gotta laugh at some of this shit, right? I mean, that was absolutely hilarious to me that the guy in red he's moving it like... He's moving it like 2 miles an hour, and these guys are hoofing it. Anyway, guys, the authoritarian takeover continues. The fascist tactics continue. And as I said before in the first video that we covered this, I think it is important to bear witness to this inhumanity. We must bear witness to these fascist tactics, because if we look away, we are just becoming complicit in the takeover. And this is what this administration wants. Donald Trump and his freaks in the White House, they want us to look away. They don't want the pushback. They would much rather nobody say anything. And if we just allow ourselves to do that, if we just allow ourselves to look the other way, if we just allow ourselves to check out and not stand up for these people, one day it will come for us too. And we just become complicit in the authoritarian takeover, which I'm sure none of you want to be complicit in. So again, guys, we're going to try to make this a reoccurring segment. I want to know if you guys have been having problems finding police brutality or excessive force type content from these federal agents, because the last I checked, on Twitter specifically, it is becoming increasingly difficult to find this style of content. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys are having problems, don't forget to smash that like button to send this video around the internet, spread it out to as many people as humanly possible. And I will leave it there, guys. So if you guys got anything out of this video, like I said, please do remember to smash that like button, share it around with your friends. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if my content is bringing value to your news consumption diet. And until the next one, guys, stay safe out there. Keep your head up. We're going to make it through this together. As brutal and as inhumane as things currently are, we'll make it through. I'll see you on the next one.